Hi, I'm Hattie Volker from Find Your True Voice. I work with singers and performers, transforming them into truly fearless performers on stage or in front of the camera. Today, it's a lovely sunny day. I have re-pinkified my hair to add a bit more pink to my life, and I want to talk to you about mistakes. In fact, all this month I'm going to be focusing on mistakes. Not because I'll be making lots, but I will be. But also because I think it's at the core of our relationship with performing, and it impacts us not only because we don't want to make mistakes because we want our performance to be as good as possible, but also it impacts us psychologically, physically, emotionally, and that actually impacts how we show up. So how we think about mistakes impacts so much of what we do as performers. And today I want to ask one thing of you, and that is to take a look at how you respond when you make a mistake. Because I can categorize it basically in three ways. We have three basic responses, in my opinion, when we make a mistake. The first one is to beat ourselves up. You idiot, you pull your socks up, get your ass in gear. What are you doing? Learn that better. Next time, right, I'm going to really practice hard, or I'm going to do this and mustn't do that, and I stop doing this. And to start being our own critical parent. The second one is to look at is when we go, yeah, you're just not good enough to do this. Just give it up. You should never be doing Facebook Lives, Hattie. What are you doing? You weren't cut out for this. You don't have the right qualities. You're not the singer you thought you were. You're not the singer your mum thinks you are. Your singing teacher thinks you are. You're just not as good as they think you are. It's much better if you just give up right now. I can't tell you the number of times I have nearly given up on different things, including doing Facebook Lives, but especially as a singer. Maybe I just don't have it, was the message in my head. And the third way is to blame somebody else for your mistake. So it wasn't me, it was the conductor. It wasn't me, it was the camera. It wasn't me, it was my computer. It was the fact that nobody turned up. It was the audience. They weren't a really good audience. We lash out and blame other people for what's going on. So I would like you to take a look at what your response is to when you make a mistake. I probably use all three of those at one point or another, but I have the one that is my go-to. And when I realise that I'm responding in that way, then that's when we can start to take the next step. And the next step is what I will be talking to you about next time. So have a look out for that. But in the meantime, work out what is your response when you make a mistake. All right, thank you very much for listening. I'm Hattie Volker. Have a lovely day.